Hey, what's up guys? John here. We're witnessing the biggest financial rug pull, the biggest scam in human history. It's unbelievable to me that 99% of people don't see what is actually happening. I reported on this about 9 months ago. I was vacationing in Mexico, and I said, you tell me, why are the smartest people in the world all selling their stock when everything is at record highs? I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg selling stock every single day of 2021. I'm talking about CEO of Microsoft. The top players are dumping stock. It's unbelievable. Why would they sell stock at the record prices when they think things are going to go higher? Probably because they think that things are going to come down. And what ultimately happened, we started to see an erosion of the stock market right in the beginning of the year, right at the end of December. It started really falling. And now there's more uncertainty than ever before. And we ask ourselves, why would that be? Is it just coincidence? I believe that we're witnessing this massive rug pull, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be absolutely epic, and they wanted to take their cash, and they wanted to take that stock, liquidate it to cash, and take control of it so that when things really hit the fan, they can go out there and invest and buy real hard commodities, real assets. Land. They want to invest in infrastructure. They want to grow, because as the old saying goes, is that you make money when there's blood in the streets. And when things are going really good, it's hard to find these really good deals. Now, what I think is ultimately happening and has already happened is this division, this new social contract that's been built out is pretty unbelievable to me. And it's pretty amazing to watch how fast things have changed. Now, what's ultimately happened is that the people pointing the finger, blaming other people, are really the ones changing this entire contract, this whole game. Now, if you take 100 fire ants, 100 black fire ants, 100 red fire ants, you shake the jar and you dump it out on a desk, what ultimately happens is that the black fire ants blame the red fire ants, and the red fire ants blame the black fire ants, and they fight to the death. And right now, what's ultimately happened is the person shaking the jar is blaming both the business owner, blaming the landlord, blaming oil companies, blaming corporations, blaming everything, right? And so what ultimately happens? The consumer and the owner are constantly fighting each other. And then society comes out with this new contract, this new way to make things fair. And they make things fair based on them assuming more control over your everyday life. Now, we're seeing this happen right now with all of these universal basic income packages that are being presented, on stimulus payments, on all these things, right? As this is all being built out and delivered to you as being something you deserve, what ultimately happens? Prices go up 20 to 30%. They put in place these eviction moratoriums, forbearances. They put student loans on hold. They put utility bills are, optional, all of these things, right? So ultimately they build out a new system of dependence, and then this new dependent system ends up assuming your freedom, right? And this is ultimately what I'm seeing right now in my everyday life, this new contract that's being developed where tenants and landlords and customers and business owners are all going at one another, when before it was never that way. We all generally supported this system, the system of capitalism. That capitalist society is what generates freedom and opportunities. That's why people came to America from every other country. They came here because of that system, that social contract, that they could work hard, put in the sweat equity, save up money, work and really build value in their community, and they would be rewarded by financial compensation because people would see their product or service worth more than their current currency. They would trade that currency for that product and service. The business owner would benefit, and so would the customer. It was the best situation, the best system. But now this new system is built on printing a ton of money and basically awarding people for not contributing. So what does this look like? Well, if you make certain amounts of money or you make over a certain tier, then you do not receive certain benefits. Almost like welfare. It's very similar to welfare. If you want to qualify for welfare, you have to make a Section 8. You have to make a certain amount of money. If you make more than that, you get disqualified. And that's essentially the society that's being built out right now. And to me, it's very incredible, because how they picture this, they really sell us this narrative that the wealthy, the rich, the corporations, the oil companies are the problem. They're the reason that this entire new system has to be built out. And with this, ultimately, they point the finger And these oil companies and corporations, they're not going to get punished or penalized. However, they'll take some heat for the time being, but ultimately, those companies and founders and those first employees, they're going to be ones that do extremely well when things hit the fan. And right now, we're all being distracted by this division and by this, this blame game type of system that's being rolled out. It's pretty insane to me, because right now we look at foreclosures, they're up 182% over the last year. 182%, right? We have to ask ourselves, out of that 182%, how many of them would have actually been in foreclosure had the last 2 years not happened? How many? It's a big question, right? I would bet a lot of them would not be in foreclosure. A lot of landlords would not be losing their properties. A lot of tenants would be looking at their landlords a little bit different. The relationship wouldn't have changed. And a lot of small businesses would be doing a lot better. All these things would have happened in a different way. And now everything is happening in this new way. And what I wonder is, with the inflation problem, as this continues to grow, what is that going to do? That's going to push more and more and more blame towards corporations, to other people, and never the blame towards the entity that's actually pointing the finger at the problem makers, which is the corporations and oil companies and landlords and property owners. And what I'm asking myself is, what does this new world look like when Jerome Powell's talking about increasing rates and continuing to increase rates? They're talking about a 50 basis point hike in May. And as they continue hiking rates, consumer debt's going to get more expensive, and this debt trap that a lot of people have fell into the last couple of years, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to control and maintain. And so what ultimately happens then? This new system becomes required. People are going to need it. They're going to need the stimulus. They're going to need the unemployment benefits. They're going to need PPP loans. They're going to need consistent payments. And as that happens, they're going to hate the old system more and more and more by the day. This is a big, big question we have to ask ourselves. If you're a capitalist, you love money, opportunity, and business, what does the future look like for you, for me, for people that are ambitious? I love the idea of going out there and being paid based on how much value I supply to the world, versus the other way, which is I supply nothing and I have my hands out and I have expectations on everybody else. That's essentially this new system that's being rolled out. And it's not a system that I'm excited about. It's not a system that I believe in. It's definitely not a system in which I'm going to teach my sons about. None of that is true with my family. I'm going to teach them a hard work ethic and teach them the value-based systems, things that actually really, really matter, that have worked throughout history. Capitalism. Now, I believe smart entrepreneurs realize that most people are going to fall into this new trap that's been set, and smart capitalists, smart investors are aware of this, and they're saying, great, I need to reduce my expenses, I need to reduce my debt loads, I need to sell luxury items that maybe don't supply any type of financial benefit for me to hold on to, maybe reduce my lifestyle, start a new business, read, study, learn from people that I admire and respect, come up with a good game plan, maybe build out a whole new group of friends, whatever it may be, but to position myself accordingly so that when things hit the fan, I'm in a position to grow and scale and take away any type of power that another entity may have over me through dependence, through really this self-induced dependence that's going to be built out in this society. But I'm curious, what do you think? Really curious as to what you guys think about this. To me, this is the biggest financial scam in history. A lot of people are going to lose a lot more than they anticipated by falling for it. But drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button. Subscribe here. Consider subbing to my second channel. Also on TikTok and Instagram. Catch you guys later.